notch. I'm definitely gonna have to sync the audio because I usually we can avoid the clap sync the because we can avoid the clap sync because I managed to sync it up well enough, but we do have to clap sync this time.
That's a lot of coffee. That's right to the brim.
It's only three. Well, it's because it's got three big ice cubes.
Mm.
It's actually only 12
Big
ounces.
square ones?
Yeah.
Those ones are... Why do you have such big ice trays?
Well, because those are for liquor.
Are they?
Those big ice cubes, yeah. When you have like a drink over ice, you just have one massive ice cube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if you go to a bar and you ask for a drink over ice and you get it like if you get it, it's different if you get it like a cocktail, but if you get a drink neat over ice and they give you little ice cubes, that's not how you're supposed to do it because those ice cubes will melt a lot faster. The larger the ice cube, the slower it melts.
Yeah, but then when you go to take a sip, you have this giant ass ice cube you have to navigate around to take a sip.
No, man, because you just don't you just sip the liquid and not the solid because the liquid flows faster than the solid.
Yeah, but like you pour the drink like this and the big ice cube is touching your lips. It's not
Sometimes
fun.
no, man, you're not pouring a glass like that. You're sipping like this. You're doing little baby
It
sips.
still touches your little lips. I don't want that.
Man, sometimes this generation,
They can't even handle ice
this
cubes.
generation can't even handle a ice cube. Why you only sipping maybe 2 or 3 shots? I'm gonna show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in.
Yeah.
Swimming pool full of mustard. Why Drake always hanging out with these minors? You get a swimming pool full of mustard, then you dive in.
It's a good song.
You get the mustard on lock, put it on your hot dog, and everybody on lock. Then you get the mustard.
If you saw a group of like white guys singing that, would you be like, yeah?
If I saw a group of white guys singing, "You get a swimming pool full of mustard and you dive in."
Yeah.
You get the hot dog, scrape that yellow off. Now you're about to turn it up a notch.
You're a hot dog.
Why you only eating maybe one or Why you maybe eating only 1 or 2 glizzies? I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you get a bowl full of mustard, then you dip them in.
Yep.
I'ma show you how to eat your
Okay.
glizzies right.
What's the theme of this episode?
The theme of this episode, which it's interesting you asked that because we don't do themes.
No.
But the
Well,
theme of this
we
episode
do.
is scientific anomalies. But we do have some actual questions.
Do we have housekeeping?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Do you want me to get you a napkin? Do
This coffee tastes shitty.
you want me to get you the other drink?
No, man. But I want you to taste this coffee so you can see what I mean.
I don't want it.
Taste it.
Yeah, it tastes like garbage.
What flavors stick out to you?
Garbage.
Just sit down. I'm drinking it.
I'm gonna get you the
No,
other
man.
drink, and I'm gonna get a
I don't
napkin.
want to waste it. I already put sugar and milk. That's expensive.
You don't like it though.
It's $10 a gallon.
You're not gonna like it. And
What
your breath will
flavors?
be stinky.
What flavor sticks out to you?
Garbage.
Smoke.
Yeah.
So
That's not how you clean up a spill. Let me get you.
yeah, no. Well, just wait. Listen. We're doing a podcast.
Can I get a towel?
We're doing a podcast.
I'll be back in 2
We're
seconds.
doing a podcast, and you got to be perfect. It's art. The podcast is so messed up already.
I'm back.
You want to know my logic in just throwing the liquid off my table?
And rubbing it in.
I have a particle board table, so it is
That will smell like
just
garbage.
Wait, just wait.
if you rub
Let
it
me
in.
explain. Can I please explain?
Okay.
I have a particle board table. If it sits there and soaks, it will damage the particle board. But if I swish it off onto the floor is getting replaced soon. So I'm okay with the floor getting damaged. I'm not okay with my desk getting damaged.
You could just wipe it up though. Takes 2 seconds.
Why you only eating maybe 1 or 2 glizzies? I'ma show you how to get some mustard on them. First you get that big old yellow jar and you spray it on.
We were talking about the theme.
Yeah, so it actually is scientific anomalies, but we do have some advice at the top of the... We got to clap sync. On 3. 1, 2, 3. You remember why we do that, right?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
It's in the name.
To sync the audio.
Yeah,
Whatever that means.
to sync the audio and video.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why we have to sync the audio and video?
Because sometimes your computer doesn't work.
No, it's because these two things aren't connected. These two devices,
Yeah.
I turn them on at different times. So this will have a second delay. So you can have unsynced audio. Back in the early YouTube days, if you were listening to like early podcasts, a lot of them had unsynced audio. By like the 30-minute mark, the audio would start like fragmenting a little bit, and they would completely desync.
A lot of Fred videos are like that.
Sometimes you have to resync because the way the like audio processing works, you almost have to like cut the video halfway and then resync the audio again. It's kind of funny.
Did you have a favorite like early 2010s YouTube like vlogger?
Vlogger,
Yeah.
no, but I did have like one of my favorite 2010s YouTubers was Uber Haxor Nova.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Uber Haxor Grandma.
Yeah.
Famous comment I left.
So you didn't watch like Tyler Oakley or like
No, I didn't
Miranda
watch.
Sings,
No, I once again I keep telling you this.
Troye Sivan?
I keep telling you this. I didn't like live action content
Mm.
when I was a youth. I liked cartoons and I liked video games. That was the only content I watched was cartoons and video games. If the Yogscast uploaded an IRL video, I wouldn't watch it.
Oh, I hated seeing their actual faces.
Because I saw Simon's like a cool.
No, he's just a fat guy.
Yeah, Simon's like a cool dwarf and Lewis is like a spaceman, and then I see Lewis and Simon are like Paul. It's like Paul. It's like I'm watching Paul.
Yeah.
And
Duncan was the scariest. Have you seen IRL Duncan?
well, Duncan in the game looks like a cool science man. Duncan in real life looks like Paul.
Yeah, they all look like Paul.
They all look like
They're
a
all
couple
white
of
nerds.
Pauls. They look like a couple of Pauls.
Yeah.
Well, no, they look like Simon Pegg and what's his name from Paul. Simon Pegg's the ginger guy.
Yeah, I know.
Paul.
And who's the girl?
I'm thinking of the other guy, the chubbier guy. They made a lot of movies
Seth
together.
Rogen?
No, man, they're British.
I don't know.
Haven't you ever
They're
seen?
not British.
Yes, they are. Simon Pegg.
In Paul, the alien movie?
Yeah, they're British in Paul.
Are they?
Their actors are definitely British.
I don't think they're like British in the movie.
They might not be British in the movie, but in real life, they're definitely British. They were in Hot Fuzz. Remember? Did you ever see Hot Fuzz? The one where the cop goes to the small town and it turns out they're all like evil, crazy criminals, and he has to blow them all up with a shotgun.
I don't watch cop movies.
Have you ever watched? This was like a comedy. It was like a comedy movie because he's like he wants to be like a big city cop, but they send him to like this small rural like village in the UK, and so he's like trying to be all
It's like Monty Python.
No, not really like Monty Python. They're just both British. Did you watch World's End? At World's End?
No.
Did you watch Shaun of the Dead?
I watched Shaun the Sheep.
I can't believe you don't know these. Okay, so we got some advice.
I've told you this. I didn't watch movies growing up. I watched like Shrek. That was it.
I got some comments.
You didn't even print them off.
Yeah, because there's all kinds of crazy shit coming my way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so our first comment of advice-ly helpfulness. Howdy, Advice Buffoons. Apologies for not commenting in a while, but I've been clinically depressed, so I had no energy, unfortunately. I'm not laughing at that. I still have no energy, but I'm pushing through to make this comment. So that's beautiful. That's so beautiful that this person presumably just wants to be dead, doesn't even be happy style, and they just make a comment anyhow. For the only time ever, I will be willing to talk about Harry Potter. Half-blood isn't an insult. It is a descriptor. Yes, people in the HP, that's Harry Potter for all you fucking muggles, do use it as an insult, but it's more just acknowledging someone as half muggle-born and half wizard-born. Mudblood is genuinely meant as a slur, especially with how most of the characters react to it. Muggle-born is the correct terminology, while mudblood is meant to be offensive, because you're literally saying somebody has dirty blood. Its existence is the proof that HP universe is racist, even without JK's own bigotry. Now let's never talk about Harry Potter again until JK Rowling dies and becomes the next gender-neutral bathroom.
Yeah,
Implying we'll
like Margaret Thatcher.
Implying we'll pee-pee and poopy on her.
Mm-hmm.
2, the questions from last video. 1, go to Vancouver. 2, I've never been to Vancouver.
We're not gonna. It's too expensive.
Well, we'll go to Vancouver later.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in BC, have been 10 times better than Alberta, and I hate both.
We're going to Kenora, though.
Supernatural, the show, Jack Quaid, I know I keep bringing him up. And horror movies, these are his special interests. I've never consumed any Warhammer media. I hope you've been better than me, and I do genuinely feel bad for lacking in the comment and question sector. Never feel bad for that.
No. It's not an obligation.
Never feel bad, but do feel obligated. But if you don't do it, it's okay. But you should feel like you should there is an expectation that every single person who views, there is an expectation that they will comment.
No,
There's a hope.
there's a hope, but it's not a necessity.
Um, you can read this first comment here from us, our good friend Asbestos. You just read it.
The I'm too drunk SpongeBob is the funniest thing I've seen this month. I like those blue cream guys, even if it's AI in the work of Moloch.
Moloch.
I appreciate you talking about old meme accounts. As someone who was pretty invested in the Instagram meme community way back, it always is nostalgic to hear about those days on the internet long past. Yeah? Yeah, there's a lot of it's kind of weird how much meme culture like influences the broader zeitgeist
Yeah.
of like what's popular and what's not.
Stop scratching. Well, people are like, oh, memes started in 2008. No, motherfucker. Memes are a cultural expression that has been with us forever.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. Think about this. One of the earliest MF memes. People were drawing. People were drawing that
The guy with the nose.
yeah, the nose guy, Kilroy. That's
Mm-hmm.
not one of the earliest, but it's definitely there. Also this one, they had the buttons. I hate Elvis. That was a meme
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you
but
remember in the Prairie Dog? He's like,
oh yeah, big time, big time. But memes were also around in the '90s. They were just different. They were a different type of situation.
I wouldn't know. Man, the worst
Meat
time
spin.
it was like the early 2010s when all the millennial babies were trying to make memes out of stuff from the
I think
90s.
I think the worst era of memes were shock era, the shock era.
What's that?
You don't know that?
Well,
You don't know about
describe it.
shock sites?
Describe it.
The shock sites are like back in the day when you didn't have like social media and you had forums, people would post links to shock sites or send you emails, and sometimes the shock would be like,
A beheading.
well, no, it would sometimes like there was a scale. Like sometimes it'd be like, oh, it's a fat guy farting, and then sometimes it'd be like a girl, and then she'd turn around and be a guy, and you're like, oh.
Oh yeah, I remember
But
those.
then other times it would be a link to a shock site where a guy's getting his head blown off, or like a girl's pooping on the camera. Those
There,
were a style of meme too.
that was really popular with like parody music video accounts like Wasabi
Well,
Productions
this was
and
I was
Bart
saying like
Baker.
this was like way before that. This was like 1998 when people first started using forums.
Yeah.
This was well before social media and YouTube. Well before that.
But did you notice that like so many people are like they have like girls' hair from behind and then they turn around and it's like an ugly dude.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, that's
Well,
funny.
cross dressing back then, we didn't consider it exciting and sexy, and now we do.
Yeah, back then it was like, haha, he can't be a girl.
Now when you
Now
watch a
they are girls.
cartoon, now when you watch a cartoon and a boy character dresses up as a girl, you
You get
actually
confused.
that actually becomes your favorite episode.
Yeah.
And that was sort of where we were at back in the day.
Do you remember when Johnny Test was a girl?
Remember this, when we were young, and our generation, Gen Zs were watching cartoon. Well, let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
Gen Zs were watching cartoons. You get the gender bend episode, that would become your favorite episode.
Yeah.
But for the Gen Xers, Gen Millennials, they were laughing at Crossroads. They're like, "You're disgusting." We were getting our tummies feeling kind of confused.
Yeah. How come in that episode of Johnny Test when he gets turned into a girl, they age him up like 10 years and give him boobs and an ass? What's going on there?
Probably, I don't know. I think it was like a Babe Ray. There was actually a lot of cartoons with gender bent episodes.
Yeah.
SpongeBob dressed up as a girl a lot too.
Am I a pretty girl?
No. There were no, but I mean memes are. I think a lot of people have a impacted understanding of them because of meme culture on the internet. But mimetic replication, like memes, are just anything that is mimetic, which is just like a replication of a cultural artifact. And a cultural artifact is like a song, a phrase, anything that is produced socially can be replicated, and if it's replicated, it becomes mimetic.
Mm. You know, one of the first examples that I can like think of in the zeitgeist of culture for memes is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. When they would show it in New York, people would go and they'd dress up as the characters, and like during the films, they would like shout out like memes.
So that's kind of, yeah, that's a mimetic. It's not a meme as we understand it, but it is mimetic. It's a form of meme culture.
like you know how the girl in the rain would like put a newspaper over her head. People would be like, "Get a fucking umbrella," and everyone
Yeah.
would laugh in the theater.
Yeah, that's kind of like inside jokes are a form of meme too, and inside jokes have existed forever and ever and ever. back in the day, you used to have these crazy Italian movies where people would just eat poop and stuff. So,
Yeah, man.
and that was kind of about like it was kind of like about fascism or some bullshit like that.
What's
But
funny about Europe?
what, what is with them? What was with them? In the
Yeah,
70s, they were just like, this is a commentary on fascism. It'd just be like a movie of a guy eating poop.
yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about?
What's funny
This
about
sucks.
Europe is that neither of us have been, so I could just like read like something on Reddit where they're like, in the Balkans, it's normal to wake up and slap a fish on your face. And you'd be like, okay, sure. Like, I don't know.
Well, no, I'm talking facts, though.
Yeah, I don't know the facts.
Yeah, I'm talking fact. But yeah, but you just gotta kind of Google Italian poop eating movie.
Do they slap fish on face
But
in
you gotta
Serbia?
Google Italian poop eating movie, and I'm telling the truth. And don't look up this movie.
Which movie?
It's good you forgot already. Okay, Tula's memes were fire AF for real. I actually did laugh at them. That's okay. Memes were pretty good dems too. Memes were fire. My question is, when will the smoke go away so I can go outside?
Yeah, when will it? I was saying this earlier. I said it's had so much smoke. How come they haven't made rain to put out the
Well,
fires?
one, we don't know how to make rain.
Maybe we should.
I think it's like part of the problem is that there's like a set amount of perspiration in the air.
Have we not come to the point of
I keep
science?
talking out the side of my mouth. I gotta.
Have we not come to the point of
And this
science
is
where we can?
exactly,
Okay.
this is exactly where the episode's leading.
You know, you get mad at me for cutting you off all
No,
the time,
I'm
but
saying
you cut
no.
me off all the time.
I'm saying it's good that you're saying that because this is where the episode's leading.
Mm-hmm.
The theme.
Science.
Now finish your sentence because this is where the episode's leading.
It's crazy that we haven't figured out how to make weather yet, like
Yeah.
manufacture it.
And this is where the episode's leading. See, we got to squash. There's some kind of tension in the air, and I think the fans can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you interrupting me.
Well, I think we need to explain what's going on.
Okay.
You've been interrupting me a lot, and I think I'm just mad at you.
I've been interrupting you.
Well, what are you upset? Well, what? Okay, what are you upset about?
You cut me off.
Well, you cut me off.
No, I didn't.
Okay, let's agree to disagree.
Okay.
Why don't we agree that for every episode I get to interrupt you 9 times, and you can interrupt me twice?
I don't know if that's equivalent.
Let's agree that we won't interrupt each other for the rest of this episode. And we're gonna squash the beef.
Shaking hands. Russia and Germany be like.
Yeah, and the
Yeah, I
right
remember
now,
those memes.
yeah,
World War II memes suck. They're the worst memes ever.
not Tito's cockpit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's not really World War II though.
That is World War II.
Is
Actually,
it?
yes. When do you think Tito
I
was?
thought that transcended time.
It does transcend time because they only found the cockpit and like, okay, no more touching me.
Well, you got hair in your
Don't
eyes.
touch me when I'm
I'm
recording.
trying to help you.
Okay, Tito's cockpit. I think it's they discovered it in like the early '90s or something.
Did they bury it?
Yeah, it was Tito was Partesians because
How did they know that wasn't just a mass grave?
because you can like carbon date bodies, right? And so Tito's Partesians would kill like fascists and fascist sympathizers, which like conflict is conflict. Fascists got to go. Although I'm sure some kind of fucked up shit did happen, but for the most part, fascists do got to go. So they would just put, there was like a train tunnel, and they basically like covered up the train tunnel with dirt, and because it was during the Second World War, so Yugoslavia was taken over, and so they would just bury all these people in this pit, and put them in this tunnel, and they just covered it up. But I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure like you would find like because I think you probably would have found like fascist uniforms in the tunnel. I assume
Is it racist that when I hear people say
the cockpit.
oh, I used to live in Yugoslavia, I'm like, oh, that's so cool. You have a cool history. And then when people now say like I'm from Serbia, I'm like, gross.
You met people that said I'm from Yugoslavia?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Like from JCFS and stuff.
Oh, I guess because they're old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you know? What did they say about Yugoslavia? They were like, it was awesome.
Man, they hated it. That's why they're here.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they left. Well, when did they come here?
I don't know, when they were babies.
Mm.
Bambanus
So they're revisionists.
or something. Who
So they're
knows?
class
They
traitors.
also have dementia, so who knows
Yeah,
what's
but if they
real.
had stayed, they might have been able to stop that whole thing that went on. They might have been able to stop it.
I think my clientele is
Who are the bad
younger in
guys?
hospital.
Serbia were the bad guys, right? Serbia were the bad guys,
Yeah,
and Yugoslavia
they were doing
and
some bad
Bosnia
stuff.
was the good guys.
Yeah.
Kosovo were the good guys. The
Uh,
Muslims were the good guys.
yeah.
The closest too.
Yeah.
And what about people who still wanted communism to stay? Were they the good guys?
Well, those were the Serbians.
I thought the Serbians wanted.
They wanted like unification. They
Yeah, but
didn't
they
want
wanted
people to separate.
they wanted autocracy. They didn't want communism.
It's complicated.
Who were the communists?
The Yugoslavians.
And they were all fighting each other.
Yeah.
So clearly they didn't want communism. Otherwise they would have teamed up.
But like the Croatians and the Slovenians just wanted to separate and start a capitalist state.
But I think the Serbians wanted a capitalist state too, because now they are
Kind
capitalists.
of. Yeah.
What do you mean, kind of? They're capitalists all the way.
Yeah.
And but Kosovo were the good guys.
I don't know much about Kosovo.
Do you think if Kosovo and Bosnia had more money and guns back then, they would have been the bad guys?
Kosovo?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no history on Kosovo.
Do you think if Bosnia were not so small and pathetic back then, they would have been doing the bigger killings more times?
Sure. Bosnia.
So what I'm to understand is what you're saying is that this had nothing to do with cultural hegemony and everything to do with economic power.
I don't know. Do you ever see those geography
So what I'm to
memes?
understand is that what you're claiming is that the genocides conducted by Serbia had little to do with nationalism and everything to do with just they had more gun dems.
No. Do you ever see those geography memes where it's like Bosnia be like, "Can I has ocean access?" Croatia be like, "No."
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Man, geography memes are full of
That's a
like
good one.
Nazis, and they're actually like the worst memes ever.
Mapping
Map
communities.
memes,
Mapping
yeah.
communities.
Yeah, because they're all like nationalists.
Well, that's the problem with reducing society to a bunch of maps. Is that's not how reality works.
Hmm.
A lot.
Also, the balls, like Poland ball.
In most of the planet, borders do not function the way they do on maps.
Poland ball be like gets beat up by Germany. Russia, help me.
Movie recording stopped. The card is full. Card full. Okay, so it looks like my card is full on my camera. So
Time to record in black.
So we are
blackness.
gonna not have audio for we're not gonna have video for a couple seconds while I clear this up. So just continue talking.
Uh, What do you mean the card is full? Like you have too many recordings?
It's full of data.
You don't delete the videos after?
No.
Yeah, you've probably got like fucking 50 hours of recordings now.
Okay.
And we're back. Ah,
Ugh.
just got flashed.
Okay. We're back now. We gotta do another clap sync. Oh, we gotta count it down. Ah, whatever. We're highly unprofessional.
Yeah. That's okay. That's part of the fun.
Okay. So
Can you imagine being like a beaver in like Bosnia during the Civil War and you're like, what the hell is going on? There's landmines, there's planes blowing us up.
I don't even know if they could afford planes, those guys.
Well, it was the like EU and stuff who were blowing them up.
Use like a lobster.
Yeah. A lot of Serbians get really mad about that. Getting bombed by NATO.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Yeah, I mean
there were some Nazbols that like
they weren't
tried to say they were the good guys.
they weren't all goody two shoes either though.
Yeah.
There's a couple mass
They were doing
graves.
some bad things.
There's a couple mass graves I could refer to.
Yeah.
So scientific anomalies. So what you said earlier about how can science not make weather? That's a scientific anomaly. We don't know how the weather works.
I think we do.
No, because if you look at the
We
weather
have
network,
channels about it.
no, if you look at the weather network, well, you said you wouldn't interrupt me. If you look at the weather network, and once again you're interrupting me. Remember that?
I didn't interrupt.
But do you remember? No, I'm talking about the clip where the
Oh, yeah.
guy's like, and she's like crying. He's like, once again you're interrupting me. So, if you look at the weather network, oftentimes
On the Wii.
Oftentimes on the weather, it will say, "Oh, it's gonna rain this weekend. It's gonna rain." It's gonna be sunny. It's gonna be sunny. 100% chance of sun. Okay, I get my fishing rod. I get my beers. I get my son. I get my daughter. She's gonna open the beers because I'm sexist in this hypothetical. And we go out to the beach. And she brought her umbrella. I go, what do you have a fucking umbrella for? She goes, I did a pagan ritual and I could read the spirits. I did a spirit augury and they told me it's gonna rain tomorrow. I said, okay, you little shit. I saw the weatherman and he said it won't rain. And then it rains.
I guess
Science failed us.
I would believe in witchcraft at that point.
But science would have failed us. But
Mhm.
but also, was she right, or was it just a good guess?
I would believe in witchcraft straight up.
But okay. So science fails once, and you stop believing in it.
Yes.
Science has failed you so many times. Think about as time science has failed.
No one has ever offered me an alternative.
Yes, they have.
Like what?
God,
Oh, true.
luck, karma, Hinduism.
Reincarnation.
You were also a Buddhist for like a weekend.
True.
That was offered to you.
I was also a Wiccan.
Buddhism. I think there's a large parts of Buddhism that science can interact with positively. Because you have to think, what do Buddhists care about the moon?
Do you ever meet people who are like in their like 20s and are still
Never.
like Wiccans?
Yeah,
Yeah, like remember Sam?
yeah,
Like she's still a Wiccan.
yeah. Sam's still Wiccan.
And that's like,
Richie,
girl, grow up.
Richie respect. What about Richie? Richie respects the Wiccanism styles.
Does he?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's cool. I get the appeal.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't believe in it. But I also don't not believe in it. Like, who am I to say that you're wrong?
Yeah.
So strictly. I don't.
If they can offer me evidence for some of the things, I'd believe in it.
Yeah, but science can't give you evidence, and you believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
You believe that there's black holes. Have you ever seen that motherfucker?
Yeah, man, they took a picture like a year ago.
Yeah, that was just looked like some fucking butthole with fucking red goo on it.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
I thought that looked like crap.
So are black holes like portals?
Man, no, they're the absence of matter.
That doesn't make sense.
That's exactly why science has failed you.
Mm.
Basically, the whole universe is made up of everything, right?
Yeah.
But also there are things in this universe that are not things,
In
and they are the absence of things.
in Mario Galaxy 1, if you fall off the platform, you get sucked into a black hole, and it used to really upset me and make
That
my
is
tummy hurt.
scary. That is frightening.
Yeah. As I would imagine Mario being like crumpled up and destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know what happens.
He also screamed. He went, ah!
We don't really know what happens when you get pulled into a black hole, but I think our best guess is that you like get atomized and turned into nothing.
Why did they do that to Morrow?
But what the hell does that even mean? Exactly, science has failed us.
They failed Morrow when he fell in.
Science fails Mario because the gravity doesn't function for him most of the time.
Science failed Morrow when you tried to get to the Honey Hive Galaxy and you fall off the ledge all the time because there's so many ledges in that galaxy.
Science failed Mario and Honey Bee Galaxy, and the Hell Valley Sky Trees. Science has not explained what they are.
Yep.
Let's touch on another topic on which, because this is scientific anomalies, which also that's not a good name because that's not really what an anomaly is.
No.
But that's what
We
the
know
episode's
what
gonna
these
be
things
called.
are.
Yeah, we just can't explain them. An
Yeah.
anomaly is like when something is unexplainable.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I know of anomalies. I know of an anomaly. Here's an anomaly.
How come my bus is late when I get there when Google Maps says I should be there?
Yeah, how come when I get there 2 minutes before the bus is supposed to come on the transit map, I get there and then the bus passes me 2 minutes early?
It's actually not much of an anomaly because it happens so often.
Yeah, that's actually to be. It's more of an anomaly
Yeah.
when it's on time. I'm gonna Google scientific anomalies. 11 epic mysteries science totally can't solve.
In the winter, I try
Do
to
you
get there
Vice?
like no, fuck Vice, man.
Vice has really like 2000s Vice has really good docs though.
Early Vice.
Have
yeah.
you watched that one where the uncle and his nephew go across America?
No.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so give me what's it? Yeah, keep talking.
You're also not on Vice. You're on Vox.
I'm just talking. Okay, so number one, that's not a fucking anomaly. This one says, what will animals look like in the future? That's not an anomaly, and I already know.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, humans will kind of look like coffee cream, like a creamy coffee, Like
Like
this is
mixed,
probably
you
what
mean?
humans will look like back in the future. They'll kind of look like this color,
Brown, look like coffee.
and I think breasts will probably grow larger, and I think a lot of men will start to become a little more pudgy.
It's already happened.
Yes. And I think on average, humanity will grow to be a little bit taller, and our sperms will stop working as well because of plastic.
Hmm.
It's kind of my theory. And science has not failed us. Um, so
It
this is a
is.
scientific anomaly. How is brainless yellow goo known as slime mold so smart?
Mm.
Science doesn't know this.
What the fuck are they talking about?
Well, I don't really know. I don't.
Brainless yellow goo.
So these are scientific anomalies.
Yeah, going back to buses, I was gonna say like I go like 10 minutes early in the winter to make sure I'm there, and then I'm early, and it's always late in the winter. It's always late, so that's an anomaly, kind of.
Hmm. So we actually have some. We actually do have some real anomalies here. Um,
Booger anomaly.
a climate anomaly is when the climate doesn't function the way we expect it to. So like when they think, oh, there's going to be a storm this summer and it's going to be a category 4 and then it's a category 5, that's an atmospheric anomaly.
Hmm.
There okay, here's the deal about anomalies. A lot of people think like, oh, an anomaly means that it can't be explained. No, man, we just haven't figured out how to explain it. A gravity anomaly, it's when gravity doesn't function the way we expect it to.
What is the Bangui magnetic anomaly?
Bangui.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a magnetic anomaly in Central Africa,
Hmm.
and there's a
That must fuck up birds.
there's a strong magnetic anomaly in the middle of Africa. Well, that probably explains why there's so many birds that just live in the middle of Africa, like Bahu from Lion King.
Yeah. There's also lots of bugs there.
Because you remember in Lion King, well, part of the problem is that you have these Westerners coming to Africa, and people wonder, oh, why is the Saharan desert dry? Well, one, I'll tell you something. One, parts of it aren't always that dry. Africa has a wet season.
Yeah.
But the parts of it that are dry
Sub-Saharan.
is because Westerners back in the day, during what was called the blank of Africa, but we will call it, we'll use the more appropriate term, the race for Africa, when they started enslaving everybody and taking all their resources. Back in the day, the Westerners went there. They went to the Saharan desert, and back then it was called the Saharan Plains. And they didn't have any food because they didn't know how to do natural indigenous medicines and science and herbal gatherings, right? Because Africans, they know what to do over there. We don't. We're too dumb.
Did you know that before white people came to Africa, the Saharan desert used to be lush?
I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
That was an interruption.
I waited till there was a lull.
But the second thing is that, so when the white people came, it was the plains of the Sahara. White people didn't know what to eat because they didn't know how to forage.
They took all the grass.
Well, just let me finish.
Okay.
White people didn't know how to, because white people didn't know how to forage. They didn't know how to hunt. They didn't know how to forage, and so they're like, "Where's our beaver that we kick with a bat?
Yeah.
Where's our corn? Where's our sandwich?" Because to the white European, okay, well maybe if you're in the South, you know how to, like maybe if you're from Palermo, you know how to plant food, or you know how to kill a deer. But to a European rich man who they were coming to Africa to get slaves, all they knew is that they had their servants bring them sandwich. So they were looking for sandwich trees. They were looking for cows to get fucking ice cream out of their udders.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is about Africa is they don't have any sandwich trees and they don't have cows. They have goats and shit. And so what the white people would start doing is they would start eating all the bugs. And so the bugs,
like Lion King.
And so the bugs they couldn't eat. With no bugs, there was nobody to make sure the grass was safe and clean.
So
the grass just dried up, went away, and then now it's a desert because they ate all the fucking bugs.
You know what's probably just as likely?
Yeah.
You know how in Australia they introduced the rabbit, and then the rabbit was invasive and ate all the grass, and now it's a desert.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened to Africa.
What do you think is more likely, though?
Rabbits.
What do you think about my theory?
It's possible. The bugs are all gone.
Well, I gotta tell you
What,
that
what was I talking about that one time we were
that's
playing
exactly
Kingdom Hearts?
what you were talking about. Is that
bugs.
They ate all the bugs. They ate all the bugs, and so that there were no bugs, and because there were no bugs, the desert dried up.
Yeah, that might have been my greatest theory yet.
Well, when people say like, "Oh, Israel made the desert bloom," no, they just put turf everywhere.
They put fake grass.
They put fake grass because here's the thing about Israelis, they're all white. The only reason they don't look white is because they're in the sun all fucking day. So they're tan. You send them back to Russia where they all came from, they will look as white as fucking Boris Yeltsinmanov. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hopefully there's no Israelis watching.
Oh, come on. That's what I'm saying isn't even wrong.
Well,
They listen. Some
I'm
Israelis
gonna
are
go
brown.
big like an Israeli nose.
Don't say that. That's actually racist. Okay, so
It's a song about stereotypes. He just thought they were all a little ridiculous.
the scientific anomaly. Here's another thing science can't explain.
Is this where we're going?
The Gobi Desert
Okay.
is cold.
Yeah.
The Saharan Desert is hot.
I can't explain that one.
Explain that one.
I can't.
Science.
I got nothing.
Science has nothing either. Are there any scientific issues that you think that are too confusing for science?
Why do I get headaches?
Mm.
I can't. Science can't explain it. They literally cannot explain it. I've gone to a neurologist and they say, well, sometimes people have more headaches.
That's
Yeah.
true, actually.
This doesn't make sense.
You have a condition science cannot explain.
Yeah.
You are not unlike Peter Parker in that regard.
For those that don't know, I have like chronic migraines like pretty much every day,
Yeah.
and science can't explain it. And they give me meds, but it doesn't help. I just want to be a normal kid.
Science has in many ways failed us.
Yeah. They've failed my TET.
Science
Maybe I should get Botox.
Science has failed everyone. But we don't have a better system.
Are you able to get Botox in your eyes? Because I get my headaches like right behind my eyes.
Yeah, why don't I just pull up there's actually footage of that.
Botox being injected into eyeball.
Yeah, there's actually footage of this.
That's Dead Space 2 eye surgery.
No, this is actually Botox. There's actually a scene of Botox. This is how they would do Botox in your eye.
Isn't this the game that everyone said is dookie?
Dead Space 2?
Yeah.
No, people love Dead Space 2.
What was that space game that everyone said sucked?
Callisto Protocol. See, so this is how they do. So they lock you into the machine, and then the needle comes.
Yeah, this is what I want.
Right, and then the needle comes, and they just put it right. They have to get really close, but that's the heart rate monitor.
Are you controlling this when you play
Yeah.
the game? Ugh.
Yeah, you're controlling the game.
Yeah, so basically this is what I want.
Kind of, yeah, this is sort of the situation that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're controlling that scene. It's really gross.
Why do you have to do that?
Because you have to tap into his brain to unlock the visions and shit. So yeah, that's sort of what that would look like, I think.
Can you put that, like him getting the thing in the eyeball, as the thumbnail?
Yes, that Isaac Clarke getting Botox in his eyeball will be in the thumbnail.
Okay.
And sort of, I think that will be a very deeply scientific. Yeah.
Can you get the pool full of blank that thumbnail too in there?
Well, I think part of the reason that you have these Warhammer type situation in Warhammer world where they think it's all magic and shit, these science, is because science has failed them.
Yeah, it has.
Science has failed us. But
Well, who made the rule that like you're not allowed to progress technology?
nobody really made that rule. It's like a kind of a thing in the thing.
Okay.
It would take too long to explain.
Okay.
I don't want to bog this whole show down with Warhammer lore. I've done that enough. What are you looking at? What the hell were you looking
I'm
at?
looking at Nosler.
Oh. They don't know what that looks like.
Do you want me to show them?
Grab 'em.
You can put that in the thumbnail.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it's tough to say. I don't even know.
This is my glasses holder. I named him Nosler. Yeah.
What are we even doing later? Today? Yeah. We don't even know.
We could go see Bad Guys 2 again.
Yeah,
Can we talk about Bad Guys 2?
Well, let's talk about.
Heat.
Well, we got invited to go somewhere, but. Yeah.
What time?
Any.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What would be really cruel is if we on podcast said like I don't want to fucking go, and then we actually didn't go, and he only found out that we decided not to go
On the podcast.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, something came up. We're busy. That would be so fucking.
Yeah, and
mean.
we sent a lie.
We send a lie. To
Like,
him.
yeah, I gotta go to my grandma's house.
I gotta go to my grandma's. My grandma needs help. She's ill.
Yeah,
You know.
I think I would probably jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't really have anything else going on.
I'm about to going
Shit,
if you are.
we could. Are we pulling up
Is it like to their house?
to yeah? To these house sitting.
Oh, right. Yeah, we could go if you
Yeah,
want
shit.
to.
We got those chippies too.
And cookies.
Shit, we could. Well, I don't know, because it's they got he's got a hot tub, but it's kind of hot out and the air's stinky, so we could just pull up, watch a flick, head out, kind of type shit.
Do you want to get a drink or two? Or I guess we drank last weekend.
Yeah. Well, we could get a
Are you
slurp.
okay if
We
we
could
do
get a
one?
we could get a cheeky Slurpee.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can
I'll,
figure it out.
You know what? Why don't you talk about more scientific anomalies, or talk about bad guys?
Yeah, we watched Bad Guys 2. It's heat. If you guys like the first movie, I would recommend seeing the second one because they made. Okay, first of all, if you're.
Period. If you, I'm not to interrupt, but period. If you like animation, just watch the first one.
Yeah.
Just watch the fucking first one.
You don't need to watch the first one, but
You should.
yeah.
And if you like cartoons, if you like any animation at all, just watch it.
There's something for everyone because Sam Rockwell as Mr. Wolf is bad. The girl who plays the governor, Fox girl, is bad.
The girl who plays her,
Or whoever she is, her character is bad. They gave her a rounder bum in this
Diane
movie.
Foxington.
Danielle Brooks is like a butch tiger lesbian, so lesbians
Actually,
got
she's a
something.
snow leopard.
Yeah. So there's something for everyone, really. There's also like snakes if you're into that. Yeah. I don't want to. You can't really say anything without giving away the plot, but
You can say a lot. The soundtrack was a lot of fun. It's super. The animation's super expressive. It
it's
doesn't
funny.
it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it also is willing to have these fun not necessarily fun, but like these. It has enough emotional moments in the movie that there's a compelling nature to it.
Yeah.
It
And
deals with morality.
Yeah, it does.
It deals with sex.
Yes.
Yes, in
And
a
it's
PG-13 way.
it was really funny too. Like the theater we
It's
went
very
to
funny.
was full of parents with their kids, and like the whole time, the whole audience was
They
like
were laughing.
all the adults were chuckling.
The adults and kids were chuckling at the same jokes,
Yeah.
and also some different jokes too.
Yep.
Because there's a couple jokes that get
There's
a little.
also swear words.
There's a couple jokes that get a little naughty.
What's the swear word they say?
Jackass.
Right. Yeah. That
Yeah.
caught me off guard.
It's funny. There's some moments that are real as fuck. They're applying for jobs. There's scenes where they're applying for jobs. And I'm like, fuck, that is real.
Yeah.
Funny.
I guess we can say at the beginning of the movie they were all like because
Yeah,
they're trying to be
they-
good guys
They
now.
showed they show that in the trailers, and
Yeah.
also there's like one of the short films is about them trying to get a job.
Yeah.
Or no, the short film is about them on parole.
Did that speak to you as someone who
On parole?
went through a lot of interviews?
Yes. No. Yeah. Well, usually they would just not look at the resume.
Yeah, it's like the guy who put the resume in the shredder.
Yeah, it was a very funny movie. It was very expressive. The animation was really bombastic. Just go see the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think
And go see Superman too.
we got two fans out there. I think our friend Toasty would like that movie. And I think our friend Asbestos would like that movie.
Mhm.
And I think our friend Richie would like that movie. And I think our friend Catherine would like that movie.
Would you, Mr. Fox? I mean, Mr. Wolf?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Mhm.
But Diane Foxington's a definitely.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
And if you're a furry, go see this movie. If you are a furry,
better than
go
Zootopia.
see this movie.
Because they actually have human proportions most
Well,
of the time.
it's not all furries like the same thing.
No.
Some furries like proportional size. Some of them like that kind of thing.
Yeah, but like the characters who are supposed to be like the sex appeal look more like humans.
Yeah, but every furry is different. Every furry is different. There's many furry communities.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like you're straying from the path the more animal-like they are.
Well, you don't. Every furry is different. Every furry is different.
I suppose.
Some furries like to dress up as spider, and they have four arms on each side.
See, I kind of get furries as long as they're like anthropomorphic humans.
What if you went to a furry convention and everyone was like, instead of like these lame ass, gay ass animals like wolves and circles and like, I guess you don't know what a circle is.
No.
Or an avali. I guess you don't know what an avali is. Okay.
How come no one dresses up as a rabbit?
Well, this is what I'm saying. What if instead of like everyone being like, "Oh, I'm a wolf. I'm a bear. I'm a fox. Like, fuck that. Like, what if it was all like, I'm a giraffe, and they got a big giant head.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I'm a
about.
spider.
I like that.
I think it'd be really funny seeing somebody dressed as a spider.
I also found Aquafina's spider in this movie a lot more
Well, hold on, I
tolerable.
wasn't done yet.
Okay.
Well, I would think it would be very funny if you had somebody who's like a spider and they got four arms on each side. And every time they turn, they're hitting people. And you got people who are like, I'm a whale. And they're like rolling around on the ground. They're like, I'm a caterpillar.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, my fursona is a rhinoceros. So I have a giant horn on my head.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Instead of this bullshit.
Do you remember like a couple years ago when Aquafina was like every like comedy character in every movie for a bit, and people were really hating on her?
Aquafina be like, what you talking about?
Yeah. It's you with L'Orange on top.
It's you with pussy on top.
Yeah. She's kind of taken a step back in recent years.
Yeah.
I think this is the first thing I've seen her in
Yeah.
since Little Mermaid. But
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You also are forgetting that fucking You with L'Orange on Top movie came out last year.
Did Migration come out last year?
It came out last year, man.
Oh, yeah. Was she in Wild Robot?
No.
Seems like something she'd be in.
No, it had
Kit Connor.
Kit Connor, who played the fucking fox in that one.
Oh,
Was
some
that
like masculine guy.
was that Jason Bateman in that movie?
I don't know.
Jason Bateman is Fox Man in Zootopia.
Is it Ryan Reynolds
No, it was not Ryan Reynolds.
or Ryan Gosling?
No, it wasn't Ryan Gosling. It was Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah.
Matt Berry plays the beaver.
Are you excited for Pedro Pascal in Fantastic Four?
Sure, I guess.
Beaver.
I fucked with the beaver in Wild Robot.
Yeah.
Which beaver design do you like more, the Wild Robot beaver or the Hopper beaver?
The Hopper one. I'm really excited for that movie. Yeah. Can you put him in the thumbnail too?
No.
Put that picture.
This one?
Yeah.
Pixar puts a human brain in a beaver body.
We put this into this. This into this.
Huh?
That's the trailer.
I didn't
They
watch that
just
trailer.
say it over and over. This into this.
I didn't watch that trailer.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Where do you think you got the
I didn't
beaver
watch that
picture
trailer.
from? Okay.
Um,
Is that a Pixar or DreamWorks movie?
It's Pixar.
Hmm.
Because Pixar's gone. Whoa.
DreamWorks has made such good movies.
DreamWorks has been on a complete generational run.
It was so weird how in like the mid 2010s everyone was saying that the movies are so bad the studio's going to go out of business.
Well,
And now they're in like a cultural renaissance.
there was a DreamWorks stinker or two. There was a couple of DreamWorks stinkers.
Yeah. Secret Life of Pets.
Secret Life
Kind
of
of dookie.
that was not DreamWorks. That was
Yes, it was.
Illumination.
You sure?
Yes, because they have a Minion shorts before the movie.
What were the bad ones that they made? The bad series?
People didn't like Shrek 3.
People-
People didn't like Shrek Forever After when it came out, but now people kind of like it again.
People did not like Trolls when it came out. Besides
No,
kids.
Trolls 1 was not received well,
It's kind
but
of gotten
it
a cult
sold
following
well.
now. Yeah.
It sold very well.
That's all that matters.
And then Trolls 2 and Trolls 3 now have sort of found a
cult
bit of an
following.
audience.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Fuck, I love Trolls.
it's
3.
tough to say that it has a cult following because it made like $300 million.
I want that spin-off of the siblings.
I would say Shrek Forever After is more of a cult following. Shrek Forever After didn't perform very well on release.
Go stand in the corner.
Shrek Forever After is low key.
Is that the fourth one?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's better than Shrek 3.
I mentioned that to my mom the other day, and she's like, "I didn't even know there was a Shrek 4." And I
Yeah,
was like,
'cause
exactly.
a lot of people tuned out after Shrek 3 because they didn't like it.
Yeah.
With
People didn't like.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Did you hear that he has Lyme disease?
Justin Timberlake
Yeah.
is like
And herpes.
he has herpes.
He had it.
Who gave it to him?
I don't know.
Hopefully it wasn't Anna Kendrick.
Oh,
Oh, should I say that?
Broppy.
You know, in NSYNC, there was one guy who was older than all of them. He was like 10 years older than all of them.
It's weird.
He was like Fat One.
It's like Harry.
His name was Fat One. His name is Fatone. It's like Jimmy Fatone, Johnny Fatone.
I'm pretty sure there was like a big age difference in the One Direction people too.
No, man.
Like Harry was like young, so was Louis.
How old was? Because I thought Zayn was the oldest one.
He is.
He must only be like 5 years older or something. Can't be that much older.
I think, but isn't that weird? Because the rest were like 15 when they started the band.
I don't know. I was friends with lots of 20-year-olds when I was 15.
Zayn probably molested them.
No, don't say that.
Okay.
Don't say that. We
That's
can't
probably
be
why
saying
Louis is
that.
so quiet.
They're all the same age.
How old is Zayn?
Zayn is 32. The
Yeah.
oldest one, the oldest one is 33. The youngest is 31. They're not that much fucking different.
I guess I was thinking of NSYNC then.
Don't be saying Zayn touched them.
Okay.
That's why. Who's Liam so quiet?
Louis. Well, Liam's quiet for a different reason.
Okay, you know what? This is so rich because I was saying last night we were talking. I said what I said was I don't like sometimes that when I'm doing a hypothetical, you stop me and say I shouldn't talk about that stuff.
Yeah, because
And
sometimes
now
it's
you're
gross.
sitting here saying Zayn touched Louis.
That's
That's
funny.
way grosser. That's a real human.
You were talking about sperm hypotheticals
Yeah, because it was
yesterday.
funny. You were laughing. My thing was I'm saying science has failed us because we can't determine if a sperm's a boy or a girl sperm.
I don't think it's the sperm that matters. It's when
Okay, you know what?
you get
Don't
the
say
zygote.
don't say another word because we're going to look this up.
Gender is confirmed when it's the zygote. You can't tell before because all the sperms are XY.
Please read this.
That's AI. I'm not letting AI. You go to Reddit or something.
Okay, let's look at versaint.com.
Okay.
Because it's so interesting that because you took grade 12 bio, didn't you? You really
Yeah.
should know this. But you don't.
It's been a while.
Man, this fucking load, bitch. My computer.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. You know, my three sisters.
Yeah, okay, so look at this. Look at this.
My dad told me in secret once that he was really hoping for a boy, and then he had 3 girls.
Read
Womp
this.
womp.
Read this from here.
Did you know that the probability of having a boy or a girl is determined by genetics? After all, foetal
Fetal.
sex depends on the sperm cell carriers of the X or Y chromosome.
Once again, I keep telling you this because the female sex, and this is critical, it's sex, not gender. The female sex is an XX chromosome. Typically. Obviously, if you're intersex, it's a different situation. But the male sex is XY. So the male sperm determines the sex of the child. I keep saying this. The sperm carries the sperm that fertilizes the egg. The egg is an X. The sperm is an X or a Y.
Yeah, but the sperm itself doesn't determine because
it does.
It needs to connect with the female to make a zygote.
The egg is always X. The egg is only X.
I
the
know.
egg can only be X.
I know.
So the sex is determined by the XY chromosome in the sperm.
But they need to be joined together
Yes.
to determine a gender.
Okay, but that's like saying, okay, if I have ham and chicken, I have ham in one hand and I have chicken in one hand, right? Now now lift your hand up. There's bread in your hand. If I put chicken in your hand, it becomes a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
If I put ham in your hand, it becomes a chicken sandwich or a ham sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
But I decide if it's a ham or a chicken sandwich, not you. It is always going to be a sandwich. But I am the one who determines if it's a ham or a chicken sandwich.
But if you don't join them, then you never get a sandwich. You just get bread.
Yeah, and if the world was made of pudding, it would be delicious.
What if the world was made of pudding?
This is my point. My point is that the sperm determines the sex. This is fact. This is scientific fact.
Yeah.
Science has succeeded in explaining that one.
You might be right in that sense, but I still think I'm right in the broader sense.
But you're not right. You can think you're right, but you're not right.
I'm okay with that.
But your position is a truism that a sperm and an egg need to connect to make a baby. Yes, obviously. Nobody's debating that. I'm saying that the gender is determined by the type of sperm, or the sex is determined by the type of sperm. The gender is determined by what kind of cartoons you watch.
All sperm is the same.
No,
it's
not.
On when it gets to the baby.
It's not all the same. Every sperm carries a different type of genetic code.
Yes, but they're...
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have a billion sperm, Some of them will have an X chromosome, some of them will have a Y chromosome. They're not all the same. What? Okay, you're saying whatever. This is science. This is science.
Whatever.
Think about the Punnett square.
I don't want to talk about sperm anymore. It's gross.
That's not why you don't want to talk about it.
Whatever.
Whatever. And so my point.
We've only been recording for. Or no, this is.
We had to
55
restart.
minutes.
Remember?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we might actually do the first hour and 5 minute episode. So my point was this. Did we get a response back from our good friend that we care about? My point was this. Science cannot determine what sex the sperm is. And you might say, oh, well, actually it can. Okay. Well, number one, I've never seen it. And number two, Tyler doesn't even believe that it can happen. So that's fucking a big issue right there. You have two people you can't convince. And we're both we both have degrees. Between both of us, there's 8 years of university education, and we don't know how a sperm can make it function.
I also took a university class on this stuff.
Which is interesting because you didn't know that sperms can have an X or Y chromosome.
Well, I learned it online, and I was asleep for half of it. I would sleep through my labs.
The fact that you are vitriolically debating about how sex characteristics work when you slept through your sperm class is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You must be punished.
No.
Okay. We have 8 years of university education, and we don't know how to determine the sex of a sperm, right? Can we agree on this one?
Yeah.
But for different reasons. I don't know how to do microscopically style. You don't know if it can even happen, right? But you got to think about it like this. You have a penis trying to impregnate someone.
But I thought all sperms had XY chromosome.
No, some of them have X, some of them have Y.
No, it's not one or the other. They have both.
No.
They need to have two.
No, the male has both.
Yeah, females do too. They have XX.
Yeah. They only have X. Men have X and Y.
Females have XX, men have XY, and sometimes you get an XX, which is a girl, and sometimes you get XY, which is a boy.
Some sperm cells carry either an X or a Y, while the egg always carries an X.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I am too.
What the hell are you talking about?
Because
Spermatoza. Look, it compromises autosomes in an X or Y chromosome. The origin and maturation are the same. Previous studies propose a substantial difference. However, they're basically the same, which we already kind of been talking about this in scientifically speaking. Spermogenesis. During spermogenesis, the sperm, it goes into splitting into the, look.
This is so boring. We
The
probably lost our audience.
Spermatids contain either the X or Y. Okay, can we agree that this is a scientific article saying the sperms contain either the X or Y chromosome from LeBlanc and Claremont in 1952. In 1952, we decided that this was fact.
Okay.
Can we agree on the fact that the sperm is either going to be an X or a Y?
Sure.
And sometimes it is a XY, and that's when you get intersex.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
There are actually people, but it's interesting because we say there's two sexes, but actually there's low key more than two.
Yeah. That's why it doesn't make sense when people say there's only two genders.
Well, yeah, because
scientifically there's at least three.
Well, scientifically, gender is a social thing, but sex.
There's three sexes.
Well, I think there's more than that.
Maybe.
Because I think you could be like one X, and then you're like a half, kind of.
I think if that's missing a chromosome, that's kind of a different thing.
Yeah, but people with Down syndrome aren't missing an X chromosome. They're not like a fucking.
You know what I mean, though. Like that doesn't have to do anything with their gender.
Yeah, but if you're people who are also I thought Down syndrome when you have extra.
One or the other. Yeah.
If you could be born with the sperm head, the egg got fertilized with no sperm head. What happens then? Is that just like a? I think we're eclipsing our knowledge. Is what's happening. Well, I think science does know what happens. But here's the deal. A penis is fertilizing a vagina. The sperm falls out of it because the guy is trying to pull out low key. It goes on the floor. He's got his boots on. He stomps all over them. How do we investigate whether it was a boy or a girl's sperms?
Microscope.
No, because it got stomped on. And so that's kind of where science lets us down in a lot of ways.
See, gay sex doesn't make sense because penis can't go into another penis.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But also, if your sperms, if you're out of sperm, then how do you make a baby?
You don't.
Exactly. And that's the kind of the future we're approaching because of all this plastic and like Coca-Cola stuff.
It also doesn't happen.
What do you mean?
Men always produce sperm their entire life.
No, not if you're sterile.
Yeah, unless you're a fucking eunuch.
You can be sterile
Yeah.
if you have like testicular cancer. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not natural. That's what I'm saying.
I think you can be.
Unless you have a condition or have actually had your balls removed.
That a condition is natural.
Not really.
Some conditions are natural.
A diagnosis is something that strays from natural.
No, man, you can be diagnosed with normality.
I don't know.
Listen, here's the deal. Cancer is natural.
Not really.
Yeah, man, because it happens to so many people. It must be natural.
That's like saying Alzheimer's is a natural part of aging.
It basically is.
It isn't.
How many? What percent?
It's a
of people,
disease.
what percent of people get it?
Well, the increases.
Well.
It depends on your age because it increases the older you get. The chances.
So it sounds like it's natural.
It's not though. It's a disease. It's
Well,
not a
what
natural
percent
part of aging.
old people have it? Where does it come from?
It's like a mal. What do you call it? It's like a disease that happens.
Bro, 10%.
Yeah, maybe that's how, like, statistically how many, but it doesn't mean it's
That
like
seems
guaranteed.
like it's natural.
It's only natural if it's guaranteed in every single case.
So you're saying
Some people live to 110 and don't get any kind of Alzheimer's.
okay, so you're saying if you had a kid and they were like their puberty started early, you'd say this is unnatural. They'd say, "What's
What?
happening to me?" And you go, "I don't know. It's an unnatural part of life."
No, because that is natural. It happens to every single
Yeah,
person.
but it doesn't always.
Yes, it does.
Not in the same way.
It still happens.
Okay, let me get this straight. You're saying naturalness is based on statistics.
No.
You're saying if it happens to the majority of people, it's natural. That's what you said.
If it happens to every single person,
So then periods aren't natural because they only happen to fucking to if you have vaginas.
oh my god.
You said every single person. Science can't explain where the period comes from.
Men and women are different. It's
Not
natural to
that
women.
different. We're very alike in a lot of ways.
Might be the most heated episode yet.
Think about this.
Maybe recording over an hour isn't a good idea.
Think about this. Women, oftentimes, not always, oftentimes, they become movie stars. And they act in movies like Mean Girls
Yeah.
and the Mean Girls musical.
Mm-hmm.
Boys oftentimes become movie stars and act in movies like Saving Private Ryan. But what you don't think about is that these are based on real scenarios. And I've met mean boys. And I've met girls who need their privates saved because they have diseases.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And it's one of those things that, once again,
Science it's an anomaly.
it's unable to
Going
be
back
explained.
to anomalies.
If
Yeah.
you can't explain it.
Mean boys. They should make a movie about that.
That sounds like a inappropriate film.
Are there movies about like mean high school male bullies?
Yes.
Chicken Little.
13 Reasons Why.
Oh, true. My mom wouldn't let me watch that show.
Why? It's for good.
She said it
it's for kids.
glamorized suicide. She also didn't watch it.
No, she just read the title of an article.
She also told me to watch out for the Momo challenge.
The Momo challenge would glamorize suicide.
Yeah. My mom would like find the trends of like the bad things that happen to teenagers on Facebook, like Amanda Todd and that, and she'd be like, "Don't do that."
Don't do the Amanda Todd challenge.
No, that's
It's like,
not funny.
Mom, that's not a challenge.
That's not funny. I shouldn't laugh at that.
That was fucked up.
Yeah.
That whole situation.
Mm-hmm. They made us watch it every year.
They
in my
made us
class.
watch what happened to Amanda Todd every year,
That's fucked up.
and it still happened.
You know,
They would
showing
still do that shit to each other.
showing that video probably put the idea into some girl's head that that's an option.
Yeah, I think that's the same argument they use for sex ed, though.
Because a lot of people like glamorize or like fetishize sadness.
Okay, but suicide is a natural.
It's not natural.
It's a natural urge. It's a human urge. It's not something that needs to be implanted. It comes into you from a human. It comes into you from a human place.
Yeah,
It's within us to be able to do it.
it happens. Doesn't mean it's natural.
Okay, I think you. What the hell even is natural to you?
Natural is something that's guaranteed in every single person. like death, taxes.
That's not what natural is.
Yes.
No. Natural is something that exists within nature.
Just because something is common doesn't mean it's natural. Because you were trying to say that Alzheimer's is natural.
Okay, so sex is unnatural because not everyone has sex.
What?
You said natural is something that happens to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Sex isn't natural. Some people don't have sex, so it's not natural. It's unnatural to have sex.
It's a different thing.
No, that's your argument. You're
Because you're
saying
talking about determinism.
you're talking about determinism. You say it has to be guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's not what natural is. Natural isn't something that happens to everyone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay, then mustaches aren't natural because some people can't grow hair.
For that person, if you can't grow hair, it's natural.
No, because not everyone can grow hair, so it's unnatural to grow a mustache.
But each person
It's
is
also,
different.
you know what's unnatural is blonde hair, because not everyone has blonde hair. That's unnatural.
If it's natural to your chromosomes.
But not everyone does it, so it's not natural.
Oh.
See, this is the problem with science. The problem with science is it has to be disprovable.
I'm having a cookie.
Science has to be disprovable, and this is where science comes from. Wait, how many cookies are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You already ate 2 cookies?
I didn't eat 2 cookies.
It's a dozen.
They're all broken, so they're not even like full.
Oh.
Go to Superstore, get the 30% off broken cookies. It's a good deal.
I do think that science has gone way too far.
I think we've gone too far.
I will not have you eat cookies into the mic. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It sounds really bad when you eat cookies into the mic.
To you.
So this has been a tough episode. This has been a complicated episode, and I do think that science causes anger.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have to think, who are some of the evilest people in the world?
Scientists.
Scientists. Who discovered the atomic bomb?
Floppenheimer.
No, we'll just say scientists.
Scientists.
Who discovered the atomic bomb?
Scientists.
Who discovered torturing people?
Scientists.
Maybe kings, but who discovered mustard gas?
Mustard. Scientists.
Who discovered doing those crazy-ass evil twin experiments in Nazi Germany?
Scientists. Nazi scientists.
Who discovered lobotomies?
Scientists.
So I think what we have determined in this episode is...
Science is bad, and we should become Wiccans.
Well, science...
I'll do it.
I think science just can't solve all our problems.
Can I be a Wiccan social worker? Can I, recommend they leave the hospital and do, witchcraft?
Yeah.
Can I do a tarot reading in my initial assessments?
So my take...
I see death in your cards.
I see the tower. They're going to climb a big one, and then you're going to fall off.
Yeah.
That's
like
not
Joffrey.
Natural. God's not natural.
Remember that first episode
Religion
of
is natural.
Game of Thrones when he falls out of the tower?
Religion's a natural part of life.
Yeah.
Religion is natural to society.
Mm-hmm.
Can we agree that natural, just because something doesn't happen to everyone, just because something doesn't happen to everyone doesn't mean it's not natural?
Sure.
Thank you. I will concede that not all sperms are X and Y. Some of them are XY.
Okay.
And some of them are neither. And then you have a sperm with no head. And what happens then? Once again.
Runs around like a headless chicken.
But how does this connect back to...
If it doesn't have a head, it doesn't swim.
No, it can swim because it's still got a tail.
Yeah, but it doesn't know how to direct itself.
Yeah, but what if all your spermies had no head? And you had a jet engine penis? Well, it's kind of like how a bullet works, right? Think about that.
Because there's no genetic information just in the tail.
Yeah, but what happened if it went in the egg? Would that just be a bad pregnancy? Do you think?
It wouldn't work.
But do you think... I don't know.
The genetic information is in the head.
I know, but what would happen? What would it happen to the egg?
Nothing.
I don't know. I think something would happen. I don't know.
The tails would die.
But science...
Yeah, man.
But I think the issue with
this
this is that science
is bad.
No, science can't
answer
that question.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching, everyone.
Thanks for making it this far if you did.
It's been...
Let us know your scientific anomaly questions.
Yeah.
We'll try our best to answer them.
Yeah. If you have any questions about science, leave them in the comment below.
Doesn't have to be about science.
And we will answer them next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.